I heard you walking in the cool of day, same gentle footsteps, but I ran away. Used to be comfort in the sound of your feet. Now every echo felt like judgment to me. The trees that once sang when you called my name now felt like witnesses to my shame. So I buried my face in the dust I came from, hiding from the very voice that made me someone. It wasn't that you changed, your love was still the same,
but sin built distance.
Sin built distance in my mind, and fear rewrote your name. I was hiding from the voice of love, covering guilt I couldn't rise above, running from mercy, afraid of the light, calling it judgment, calling it pride. But the voice I feared
Was the voice that said,
still calling me out of my self-made grave. Yeah, I was hiding from the voice of love. Every leaf that touched me felt like blame. Every wind whisper carried my name. I rehearsed my excuses line by line, hoping to soften my crime. I said, if I stay quiet, maybe he'll pass. Maybe grace won't come looking this fast. But love doesn't stop at the edge of your fall. It walks through the garden, calling through it all. I thought distance would dull the sound, thought silence would keep you out. But love is louder than the lies fear keeps talking about. I was hiding from the voice of love, shielding my heart like it wasn't enough. Afraid you see what I'd become, afraid of the truth I couldn't outrun.
but the voice I feared
Was mercy's call, still reaching for me behind it all. I was hiding from the voice of love. Why do we run from the hands that heal?
Why do we hide?
What grace can seal? Shame builds walls, but love breaks through, even when we don't want it to. If you're still calling,
I'm not too far.
if I hear your voice,
There's still a scar.
you're willing to cover, willing to mend, love that pursues to the very end. I was afraid you'd expose me, but you came to restore me. Afraid you'd erase me, but you came to embrace me. No more hiding from the
Voice of love.
no more running when you call from above. If you're still speaking, I still belong. Grace is rewriting my broken song. The
Voice I fear
is the voice that saves, still calling me out of my darkest caves. No more hiding from the voice of love. So I stepped from the shadows,
tears in my eyes.
and I found no anger.
Mercy surprise.
The voice in the garden, tender as a dove. I was never running from God, I was hiding from love. I was hiding hiding from love. Evening wind moving through the trees, carrying a question on a holy breeze. Not thunder rolling, not fire from above, just a broken-hearted call from love. I was crouched in fear behind my blame, pointing at Eve, hiding my shame. But the voice that shaped the stars and sang was walking softly through my land. It wasn't rage in the sound I heard, it wasn't wrath in a sharpened word. It was sorrow wrapped in mercy's tone. Oh, we're back home. Where are you, Adam? Not lost to me, but lost to the man you were meant to be. Where are you, Adam? I still see your face, even through guilt and fallen grace. You asked where I was, but you knew all along. Every fear, every fault, every wrong. Still you asked like a father would, not to condemn, but for my good. The serpent's whisper still in my head. You're too far gone, you're better off dead. But your question cut through the lie, like a light breaking open the sky. You weren't searching for information, you were restoring relationships. The question wasn't for your awareness, it was for my awakening. Where are you, Adam? Come out of the trees, come out of your blame and your self-made leaves. Where are you, Adam? Don't run from my grace. I'm not here to erase you, I'm here to embrace. You can hide in the dark, but my love will remind. I'm still the creator of your heart and mind. I thought you'd say leave and don't return, but instead you gave me room to learn. Even in exile, even in pain, your voice still echoes through my shame. If you're asking, you're not done. If you're calling, I'm still your son. The question proves there's mercy near. Love wouldn't ask if it wasn't still here. Where are you hiding tonight? Behind pride, behind the words you wish you could forget. The same voice that walked that song still walks these streets. Where are you, Adam? Step into the light. Grace is stronger than the fall of the night. Where are you, Adam? I haven't let go. There's more to your story than what you know. The garden may close, but trembling but free, and the voice that called Adam was calling me. Wherever I wander, wherever I roam, the God who asks still brings me home. I woke up to silence where your voice used to walk. Cool of the evening, now afraid of your talk. I stitched up some leaves, tried to cover my shame, but the weight of my failure kept calling my name. I heard your footsteps shaking the ground, love in the garden, still searching around. I hid in the shadow of the choices I made, but grace was already pushing through the shade. I thought judgment would meet me first with lightning in your hand, but instead I heard mercy call before I could even stand. Yeah. Fig leaves won't hold when the truth is revealed.
Man-made covers can't help.
A heart that won't heal.
I was naked and broken,
Nothing left to defend.
but love came looking for me in the garden.
In the garden again. Yeah, fig leaves won't hold,
They crumble in the fall.
but the hands of the Father still reach through it all. You said, Adam, where are you? Now what have you done? Even in hiding, I was still called son. The serpent was laughing, the lie was exposed, but you spoke a promise no darkness could close. You saw through the leaves, saw through the fear, saw through the distance I built in 1 year. And though I was guilty, trembling inside, you were preparing a covering I couldn't provide. I felt the ground cry out beneath an innocent life laid down. First blood falling on cursed soil, grace making its first sound.
Fig leaves won't hold
When the truth is revealed,
man-made covers can't help.
a heart that won't heal,
I was naked and broken,
nothing left to defend.
but love came looking for me in the garden.
In the garden again, oh, fig leaves won't hold,
They wither and fall.
but the mercy of God still covers it all. You didn't leave me in my hiding place, didn't turn away from my disgrace. disgrace. You clothed me in mercy, stitched by grace. Even exile couldn't cancel my place. From garden gates to distant lands, still marked by the work of your hands. If you covered me then, you'll cover me now. Redemption was spoken before the fall. I thought it ended
Under those trees,
with shame on my shoulders,
down on my knees,
but love wrote a story I couldn't yet see. A lamb already slain for someone like me.
fig leaves won't hold.
But your grace remains.
You cover my loss.
You carry my shame.
I was naked and broke,
But you call me friend.
and love came walking.
Through the garden again. No fig leaves won't hold.
They fade into dust.
But the covering you give is eternal and just. From the first drop of blood to the cross yet to be, redemption was always reaching for me. So if I'm hiding, I don't have to stay. The voice in the garden is still calling today. And though I once fell, your love made it known. Fig leaves won't hold, but grace takes me home.
Serpent crawling through shattered peaks, hissing lies that brought the fall of man's release. Shame filled the air, silence grew loud. Creation itself fell covered in cloud. We stood between judgment and mercy's breath, guilty hearts expecting death. But before wrath could take its place, love stepped forward and spoke through grace. Not to the man,
But to the snake,
a prophecy spoken for redemption's sake. While we stood trembling
in Eden's pain,
God declared victory long before the slain. There was a promise in the garden dust, buried in sorrow but rising in trust. Your bruises healed, but your head he'll crush. Love spoke redemption before the hush. Yeah, promise in the garden dust.
grace declared what time would prove just.
Ooh,
Grace declared what time would prove just.
we didn't yet know his human name, didn't yet see Calvary's flame, but heaven had written what earth would see. A seed would come and set us free. Through woman's womb, through time's long night, would come the one to make wrong things right. The battle was spoken, the garden dust.
Love had already adjusted the end for us.
From Eden's soil to Bethlehem's cry, from Jordan's waters to a hill nearby, the promised walk through time and space, carrying mercy for Adam's race. Promise spoken, redemption near, hope arising, love is here. If it was spoken, it must be done. The serpent's defeat, the victory won. Bruised but rising, crushed but reigning, love fulfilling
What was spoken?
what was spoken. I fell in a garden, but God wrote my ending there too. Before I could beg for mercy, mercy had already spoken for me.
There was a promise in the garden dust.
Stronger than sin, deeper than lust. The fall was real, but not the end. Love had already sent a friend. A promise in the garden dust.
From the first tear to the final trust.
So when I walk through fallen ground, I listen for redemption sound. If God spoke hope in Eden's pain, then loss will never speak in vain.
Promise remade. Promise remade.
There was a promise in the garden dust. I heard the silence after the cry, when innocence breathed its last nearby. The garden wind carried a solemn plea. Something died because of me. No thunder roll, no trumpet sound, just sacred sorrow on holy ground. But in that stillness, deep and wide, mercy began to testify.
Before I knew,
Through the weight of grace,
or before I saw,
redemption's face,
a voice rose up,
from crimson earth,
proclaiming love.
before new birth. The first blood spoke mercy when justice could have cried, spoke forgiveness though the innocent died. From Eden's soil, a whisper began.
Grace had a grace, blood spoke mercy.
Said love will finish what began. Yeah, the first blood spoke mercy. Said love will finish what began. that stain upon creation's floor wasn't defeat, it was something more. A shadow cast through time ahead, pointing to a hill stained deeper red. I didn't understand the cost back then, didn't see Calvary hidden within. But heaven heard what the earth received, a covenant forming though none believe.
If blood could speak,
What did it say?
grace is coming.
Make a way.
If death could fall and
Skin, then life would one day cover sin.
first spoke mercy,
Louder than my shame,
spoke redemption in
for I knew his name. From Eden's dust to eternity span, grace was already reclaiming man,
first spoke mercy.
declaring love's eternal plan. Yeah. Was it Abel's cry I heard that day, or Calvary's echo far away? Was it the Lamb before time began, already slain for fallen man? If mercy spoke in Eden's lost, then grace would thunder from the cross. The voice of blood, both near and far, would heal the wound and close the scar. Justice could have ended me, but mercy interrupted history before law was written in stone. Grace had already made its tone. Yeah, the first blood spoke mercy, and it still speaks now.
Over every failure,
Every broken vow,
cover
me in Eden's fall. Calvary's blood will cover it all. Yeah,
the first blood spoke mercy.
and that voice still calls my soul. So when I hear condemnation's plea, I remember what spoke for me. Before I repented, before I believed, mercy was already interceding for me. Ooh, for me. The garden felt colder than it did before. Innocence gone, we were naked to the core. Fig leaves fading, shame sinking in. Nothing we made could cover our sin. We stood there trembling, no words to defend. The silence between us, too heavy to mend. Then mercy moved, not spoken but seen. Love stepped forward in a way unforeseen. An innocent life
touched the soul where we had gone astray. We didn't yet understand the cost of grace, but redemption had entered the human race. Covered by another skin, mercy wrapped around my fall.
What I could never own,
What I could never pay,
love paid it all.
oh,
I stood there unworthy,
no righteousness within,
no righteousness within,
but God himself chose to cover my sin.
hair covered by another skin.
The first sign love was closing me in. I saw the wool stain,
Cruel stain,
crimson red,
the
price of the shame
I say,
we carry instead.
I say,
Creation grown,
at the side of the lost,
echoes of a future hill,
echoes of a cross,
hands that formed me,
from dust and breath,
now covered me through another's death.
through another's death.
Not rejection,
Though we were sent away
but protection.
from a wrath we could not repay,
Even in exile,
grace walked near,
love did not vanish outside the.
beside the
If
street.
God would cover us in our disgrace, then redemption was more than a distant place. Covered by another skin, not the work of human hands. A covering stitched by mercy's plans. I was guilty and broken, nothing to pain but grace. They laid down an offering,
Covered by another skin,
covered by another skin.
mercy wrapped a human in.
A covering stitched by mercy's plans. I was guilty and broken, nothing to bring, but grace laid down an offering, yeah.
Covered by another skin,
Love said you're still mine.
in his hand,
Covered
covered,
by mercy and grace. It's covered.
covered.
Love took our place. Was this the shadow of a lamb to come? Was this the whisper of redemption begun? If blood could cover an Eden's fall, then
Calvary's love would finish it all.
covered, not cast away. Love, even in dismay. Before the law,
Before the flame,
before prophets spoke his name,
for the rename of
grace was already writing the plan to redeem fallen man. Covered by another skin,
covered by another skin,
now I see the thread of love.
covered by another skin.
From Eden's soil to heaven above, what died that day spoke life for me. A shadow of what redemption would be.
Covered by another skin,
The first proof grace was taking me in.
taking me
Oh,
covered by gracie.
so when I stand ashamed and undone, I remember what mercy has already done. If God covered me then, He'll cover me still. Love never stopped, and it never will.
sword at the garden gate, cherubim standing where we used to wait. The path we walked in the cool of day, now guarded, keeping us away. Dust on my feet, tears in my eyes, watching paradise close before my sight. Every step east felt heavier still, carrying the weight of my broken will. I thought exile meant you were none, thought mercy stopped when judgment comes. But even outside Eden's door, I could still feel love at my core. Kicked out, but still chosen, disciplined, but not disowned. The garden closed, but heaven stayed near. Grace walked beside me, even here, yeah.
Kicked out,
but still chosen. Love didn't end when the gate was frozen. The ground grew harder beneath my hand. Thorns and sorrow marked the land. Sweat and labor, pain and birth, consequences fill the earth. But even in toil, even in strain, I felt your promise through the pain. You didn't leave when Eden was lost. You stayed with us outside its walls. The curse was real, the sorrow true, but so was the mercy that followed through. If you still clothed us, still let us live, then love was greater than what we did. Kicked out, but still chosen, broken, but not forsaken. The garden closed, but hope remained. Praise was walking in my pain, yeah. Kicked out, but still chosen. Your covenant love stayed unbroken. You marked us still as a work of your hands, even when banished from holy lands. If rejection was all you planned, you'd have left us naked on cursed sand. But you covered, you spoke, you stayed. It meant redemption would descend. Some of us live outside garden gates, thinking we'd fallen too far for grace. But the God who walked with Adam in loss still walks with us toward the cross. Kicked out, but still chosen, exiled, but still close, but destiny called. Redemption was rising beyond the fall, yeah. Kicked out, still chosen. Love never ends when mercy is spoken. So if I walk through of regret, I remember Eden isn't finished yet. The same God who walked me out that day is the one who will lead me home.